people. And he's kind of kept that mindset, or he has kept that mindset all year. And you know, you talk about the 12 wins, but he's had some games he could actually have more. And the club has picked him up on occasion to keep him from getting losses. But he's done a tremendous job, and he's one of the most he's one of the favorite guys in the clubhouse.
Well, there is Wei-Yin Chen, who will go to the mound looking for his 13th win on the year. Let's get a look at the Dodge starting lineups for Toronto. See your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com and check out the powerful lineup. Brett Laurie will lead off at third base. Rajay Davis bats second in Game 2. He'll be in left field after going 1 for 4 with an RBI double. Edwin Encarnacion will DH. Yunel Escobar at short will bat cleanup. Yan Gomes at first base will bat fifth. Moises Sierra in right field batting sixth. Omar Vizquel, the switch hitter at second base, will bat seventh. J.P. Arancibia will catch him bat eighth. And Anthony Goes in center field will bat ninth.
And here's a scouting report this evening for Wei-Yin Chen. He needs to find that early rhythm. The first inning has really been a trouble spot for Wei-Yin. He's given up 19 runs, the most of any other inning, and a 5.70 earned run average. So hopefully he found that rhythm in the bullpen, and his fastball, like every start, it really sets the tone for Wei-Yin. He's able to establish that fastball early. He is not afraid to pitch inside. He'll double up to get strikes, and also able to work the outside corner and root for runs. He, in his last 5 outings, hasn't had much run support, just over 2 runs per start. So looking for some extra offensive help for Wei-Yin Chen this evening.
So the Orioles winning their 88th game on the year. They are now even with the Yankees in the win column. The Yankees are playing tonight in Minnesota. Their game has not yet started. They are in the Central Time Zone, so they'll get going at the top of the hour. As the Orioles are now 88-65, the Yankees are 88-64. So as play begins tonight, the Orioles are a half game back. O's win, Yanks lose. By the end of tonight, the Orioles can be a first-place team.
Oh, they've definitely put themselves in a great position to take over the lead in the division here with a doubleheader as the Yankees take on the Twins. So a lot of excitement here. Looking forward to Game 2.
Let's get a look at the defense tonight behind Wei-Yin Chen.
Nate McLeod back out in left field. Adam Jones in center, but Chavez getting the start in right field. Machado back at third base. Reynolds at first. J.J. Hardy at short. Robert Andino at second. And Taylor Teagarden finally giving Matt Wieters a day to enjoy a ball game.
Yeah, all he had to do was catch 9 innings in the opener.
Sure.
Here is Brett Laurie. He'll lead off. He led off in the first game at third base. Both teams switching up on their uniform look for the nightcap. The Orioles wore the home whites in the opener, and the Jays wore the road grays, but they have switched to their alternate blue jersey, and the Orioles are going with the alternate orange jersey. Usually they wear that on Saturday nights at home, but they're wearing it here tonight in the nightcap. And Chen deals, and we are underway, and it's low, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0 coming up to Laurie, and it's inside, ball 2. Now, Wei-Yin Chen has never faced the Toronto Blue Jays. Somehow, whenever the Orioles have played the Blue Jays this year, his turn didn't come up. Is there a big advantage for Chen or not?
Well, I think the scouting reports are certainly out on Wei-Yin Chen, and the Blue Jays have seen him time and time again on, in games that they've seen, and of course have now a big library of video on Wei-Yin Chen, so they are familiar with him. I think the advantage goes to the Blue Jays because Wei-Yin Chen has not had a chance to face them and actually learn how to get these hitters out, other than the fact of learning from his own pitching staff.
Misses upstairs and falls behind Laurie, 3-1. Laurie in the opener was 1 out of 3. He also drew a walk. And the 3-1 is high, not even close. Ball 4. and a leadoff walk. So Laurie gets down to first base. Here's a look at Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit kia.com. Well, there's the different pitches and velocities for Wei-Yin Chen.
Yeah, well, Wei-Yin Chen really has relied on his fastball all year, but his secondary pitches have certainly come along. Nice slider to go along with a pretty good changeup, which has improved on the year. Look at that batting average, just 191 off the changeup. So good 4-pitch mix, but establishing that fastball is the key to help his secondary pitches.
Brett Laurie led off in the opener drawing a walk, does the same here, and here is the left fielder Rajai Davis, and Chen misses high, 1-0. Chen has not won a game in his last 5 starts. He is 0-2 with 3 no decisions. However, the Orioles have won 3 of those 5 starts. And a throw to first will chase Laurie back. He last pitched last Tuesday in Seattle, so a little extra rest for him. Pitching the night game here on Monday, so 1 full extra day. And a slicer foul back out of play. Lance Barrett has the plate in the second game, and the base umpires somewhat unusually stayed exactly the same. Alfonso Marquez at first, Tom Hallion at second, and Brian Onora at third. When there are double headers, Major League Baseball sends a 5th umpire, so whichever umpire umpires behind the plate in the first game, and today it was Chad Fairchild, that umpire does not work in the second game. 1-1 on Rajai Davis. Laurie at first, just underway in game 2. And a slicer down the right field line that's fading back and is back out of play. I don't know that I've ever worked a game where the umpires didn't rotate.
No, I know it.
Well, they got used to it. They got good looks at it, so they're staying out there. 1-2 on Davis. Chen deals, and it's a called strike 3. What a comeback by Wei-Yin Chen. For the first strikeout of the night, 1 away in the first.
Well, it sure was a nice job after first batter not being able to find his command, but great pitch, great location, down and in with the fastball. Good pitch by Wei-Yin Chen.
Our Nissan Pitch Track, Nissan's Bottom Line sales event is going on now. Hurry in today for big savings. Visit ChooseNissan.com to test drive at your local dealer. The Bottom Line, the event will end on October the 1st. Edwin Encarnacion. First ball swinging, fouls it back. Encarnacion had a 1 for 4 in the opener. He had struck out 3 times against Steve Johnson and then got a swinging bunt base hit off Tommy Hunter in the 8th inning. High fly ball right center field. He got a lot of it. Endy Chavez way out there near the wall. It's gone. Encarnacion hits it out the other way. His 41st on the year, and the Blue Jays have grabbed a 2-0 first inning lead. So the 27th home run allowed by Chen, and the Orioles in a quick hole.
I'll take a look at this fastball from Chen, up and out over. Encarnacion able to get his arms extended and drives it to right center. A big 2-run home run. I'll take a look right here. Wei-Yin Chen, the first inning follies. We talked about it. That earned run average 5.70 just went up a tick. But after the first inning, settles down to a 3.64. So trying to get out of this inning with a little less damage now.
Well, he compounded it by walking the leadoff hitter to allow their big home run threat to come up with a man on base. An appeal to first, no swing. Alfonso Marquez says he checked in time, so 1-1 on Escobar, who came on and pinned shit in the first game and then stayed in at shortstop. And it's well outside, 2-1, and the body language of Chen right now, Mike, not very good. He seems to be laboring.
Well, he's a little frustrated, I think, of not being able to have the command that he wants here in the early going.
Foul back, 2-2.
I understand now Wei-Yin Chen, of course, all year has had to deal with, a different type of pitching regiment. When he was pitching in Japan, they pitched on 6 days rest, so he's had to try to overcome that, along with the amount of extra innings that he's had to throw, almost as many as he's thrown in his career to this point. Take a look at Wei-Yin Chen's delivery. Nice and smooth. He stayed pretty clean all year with his delivery.
The 3-2 is hit to right field. Chavez on the run. That ball carries. And on the warning track, he got it. Chavez caught the ball. He had to lunge back for it, and the ball found his mitt. Takes an extra base hit away from Escobar, and 2 men down.
Quite an effort by Andy Chavez. This ball was smoked out to right field. Chavez get a pretty good jump. Kind of over boogies a little bit, but makes a spectacular catch. Actually behind him, reaching back, going up against the wall. What an effort by Andy Chavez.
Boy, the ball is carrying out towards right center in this night game. A home run that way and a near double. Here's Yan Gomes. And he takes inside. Gomes playing at first base. He's a 25-year-old rookie, born in Brazil. And a high fly ball to center field. Easy play for Adam Jones. Adam will move in on it, and he's got it in the first inning ends. Jays strike first, leadoff walk, and a 2-run home run by Encarnacion. We go to the bottom of the first, 2-0 Jays. Nothing on the Encarnacion home run. Southwest Airlines starting lineups for the Birds in game 2. Nate McLeod, J.J. Hardy, and Adam Jones. How about those numbers from game 1? 4 for 4 with a home run, a 2-run shot, scored a couple of runs and drove in 2. Davis, Reynolds, and Machado with Chavez in right, and Dino at second base, and Taylor Teagarden is catching and batting ninth.
And here's the scouting report for Ricky Romero tonight. He's looking to find a way. He's at an 8-14 year with a 5.72, but in his last 15 starts, 0-13 with a 7.42 earned run average. Big reason why: command issues, 99 walks on the year, so struggling with consistency there. And he, like Chen, looking for some support. Just 24 runs scored for him in his last 13 starts.
And he deals low to McLeod, 1-0. And Romero making his 31st start.
Taking a look at his line right there, 99 walks, but the 118 strikeouts. So certainly has strikeout stuff, but it's just a matter of consistency and command.
2-0 on McLouth, who had a 2-hit game in the opener, went 2 out of 4, also a couple of strikeouts. And it's low ball 3. So McLouth trying to get on to get that tying run to the plate. John Farrell's club losing in the opener. They've now lost 7 straight. And it's inside ball 4. A 4-pitch walk after his team got him the lead.
Yeah, certainly not the start that Farrell and, of course, Ricky Romero wanted after being spotted 2 runs here. Just 4 straight pitches to walk Nate McLouth, and now getting some sluggers into the order.
So McLouth is on a stolen base threat. And here's J.J. Hardy. J.J. in the opener was 1 out of 4, but that one snapped an 0 for 15 drought. And it's low. It bounces in there. 5 in a row out of the strike zone. One of the numbers that I think, Mike, is very critical for a starting pitcher is how many men get on base on it. Because obviously, if they don't get on, they can't score. Romero has allowed 15 base runners per 9 innings on the year. Hardy took all the way, and there's a strike. His career average was 12. So 3 more runners per game. It doesn't seem like a lot, but those runners get on. Then there's the home run, maybe a hit to the gap.
Well, they're more pressure innings as well, you know, and that takes its toll on pitchers.
The other thing that you look at if you're the Orioles, he pitched really well, Romero did, his last start last Wednesday at Yankee Stadium. He allowed 1 run in 6 innings. Bruce Walton has seen the ace of the staff go 0-13 in his last 15 starts, as Hardy takes inside for ball 3. He has not won a game in his last 15 starts. Incredible. June 22nd was his last win in Miami. Mercedes Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at MBUSA.com. And there's Romero's pitches.
Yeah, look at the breakdown of his pitches. He has 5 pitches, but the fact of the matter is that he's just been inconsistent.
Well, it's on the corner, 3-2.
Yeah, with a lot of his pitches, he's kind of filed that curveball away. He's going more to the fastball and cutter, but look at the numbers there. 319 batting average on a fastball, 333 on the cutter. So just unable to find consistency in all of his pitches. So cutting back and using less and just trying to be more aggressive in the zone.
And McLouth draws a throw.
Take a look at what he was using his last start. Just 3 pitches here, trying to find the command with his fastball. 59% of his pitches, the fastballs. But look at that batting average, 385. That curveball, 19% at 333.
Hardy fouls it off to stay alive.
Many times starting pitchers. We had talked about the Orioles pitchers who are coming out of the pen, like Tommy Hunter and Brian Mattis, who have cut back their pitches. They all have 4 or 5 pitches in their repertoire, but coming out of the bullpen, limiting it a little bit and being more consistent. Well, I think Romero is trying to do that same thing and just try to get deeper in the ballgame and find some consistency, throwing strikes with 2 or 3 pitches.
Keeping McLouth close as he throws to first. Nate did steal a base in the opening game, his 10th as an Oriole. Ground ball towards the middle. The runner was going. There's Vizquel. He steps on the base and flips it to first for the double play. So by sending the runner, Vizquel was breaking the cover, and a perfect ball hit to him to turn 2, and that got Romero out of a quick early jam.
Yeah, tough luck right there for J.J. Hardy. Smokes the ball up the middle, but Omar Vizquel, you see him cover, breaking. That's a great job, too. Good fundamental cover. He didn't turn his back. He just shuffled over there, staying square to the ball, so able to field easily, step on second base, and get the double play.
Adam Jones now, 2 outs and the bases empty. Adam, a huge game in the opener, as he went 4 out of 4 with a home run. And he'll take a strike in the outside corner. Adam in his career against Romero is a .333 hitter, 13 for 39 with a couple of homers. And it bounces in there, 1-1. Adam now with 179 base hits, trying to chip away for Wei-Yin Chen, who allowed a 2-run home run to Encarnacion in the first. High fly ball, shallow center field. In fact, Vizquel's going to back up and take it. And the second baseman has it out there in shallow center for the out. So a leadoff walk, none left. Chen going back to work, trailing 2-0. Second room of flooring free. 877-241-LUNA. Well, family out at the ball game as the Orioles and Jays play this doubleheader. The stadium was electric in that ninth inning of the opener as Jim Johnson came on to earn the save. These fans are hungry for a winner. Steve Johnson picked up the win. Now 4-0 as a major leaguer. Got in there with Xavier Avery, his one-time AAA teammate. Wei-Yin Chen now going back to work. He got himself in trouble with a leadoff walk and then got Encarnacion coming up. Their power hitter who hit his 41st home run for a 2-0 lead. Showalter's club trying to sweep this doubleheader, which is hard to do. It's hard to win both games.
Sure it is.
Here's Moises Sierra, did not play in the first game. And he'll take a strike, and it's 0-1. Showalter talking with Tim, who is Wei-Yin Chen's interpreter. A little bit low, 1-1. Sierra's batting .236. Line drive left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. McLeod was playing deep, and Sierra's on with a leadoff single. So back-to-back innings, leadoff man on for the Jays. The Maryland Lottery strike-it-rich contestant of the game is Fred Snow of Pasadena. Fred won $500 for being selected, and he will also win $100 for each strikeout that the Orioles record during the game. For all the latest information on new games, current promotions, and second chance visits, visit mdlottery.com. Here's Omar Vizquel, the ageless one, and he'll take a strike. Omar still going strong at 45 years old. He has been in pro ball since 1984. Chen misses outside, 1-1. When Omar Vizquel made his major league debut, it was April 3rd, 1989 for Seattle. His teammate here tonight, Brett Lawrie, was born the following January. Omar Vizquel had a full season in the big leagues before Brett Lawrie was even born. $11 Gold Gloves, heading to the Hall of Fame. And he wants to manage after this year. Line drive down the line. That's a base hit. McLouth is running it down. Heading to third is Sierra. McLouth will get it back in if Vizquel has a double. And Wei-Yin Chen, already trailing 2-0, has allowed the first two to reach here in the second.
Trying to get that ball in there, just unable to get it in enough. Omar Vizquel showing some pretty quick hands for 45 years old, 5th double of the year.
So Chen now in a real jam, 2 on and none out. And here is Aaron Sebia, the catcher. 16 home runs, 50 RBIs on the year. Outside, 1-0. Aaron Sebia came on in the first game. He had 1 at bat and did get a base hit. Swing and a miss. Good off speed pitch.
It sure was. Nice changeup. We had talked about his changeup really coming along as the year has progressed, and that was a good one. You saw the nice late movement on the end, about 8 or 9 miles an hour off his fastball.
A little bit low, ball 2. This early in the game, the Orioles have the infield back. Machado is playing a step or two close, and Reynolds is up at first. But if the ball is hit to Hardy or Andino, they'll let that run score to get an out. What the Orioles are trying to do here is prevent a big inning from Toronto, with second and third and nobody out. 2-1 is hit to right field, chasing Chavez. Endy will get there and make the catch. Tagging from third is Sierra. He'll score, as tagging from second and going to third is Vizquel. So it is a sac fly and an RBI, and Chen and the O's are in a quick 3-0 hole. Well, your O's are in the hunt for the postseason, and now it's time to buckle up and back your birds. You can place a deposit on a 2013 full or partial plan, including a convenient 13-game plan, and if you do so, you'll be guaranteed an opportunity to buy 2012 American League Championship Series or World Series tickets before the general public. Now, for all the details, call 888-848-BIRD or go online Orioles.com/postseason. Anthony Gose, Orioles now at the infield tight to try to cut off that run. And a liner to left field, and that's going to be a base hit. McLouth is over the glove as Vizquel scores, and Gose is on with an RBI single. So Wei-Yin Chen is really laboring here, and it's a quick 4-0 lead for the Blue Jays.
All he is, the Blue Jays bats able to make real solid contact here in this inning, getting on his fastball.
And Jake Arrieta will begin to get loose in the Oriole bullpen. Jake worked a couple of innings on Saturday in Boston. Still only 1 down. Here's Brett Lawrie for his second at bat. Well, this is exactly what John Farrell could have hoped for, a quick early lead for his struggling ace, Ricky Romero. And not only does he get the lead, it's a 4-run lead. Foul back. And for the Orioles in this game, there's a lot working against them. Jays have lost 7 straight. Eventually they're going to win a game. Their starter is 0-13 in his last 15 games. He's the ace of the staff. Eventually that's going to turn around. If you're the Orioles, you just hope that it waited until after the series.
Right.
Still plenty of time in this one, but a quick 4-0 lead for Toronto. Here's the 0-1 to Laurie. It's foul back.
Well, still early in this ball game. Romero, of course, we've talked about his ability to give up a lot of base on balls, and we've also talked about the ability of the Orioles offense to hit home runs, and they are certainly very productive. So we're not intimidated by being down this early. 4 runs, and still a long way to go in this ball game.
Laurie drew a leadoff walk in the first and scored on the Encarnacion home run. And the 0-2 is fouled back. Wei-Yin Chen has not won a game since August 19th when he won in Detroit. Facing Brett Laurie here with 1 on and 1 out and 2 runs in the second. Keeping Anthony Ghost close, who has 15 stolen bases.
Ghost really good speed. You see him just continually kind of creeping out there, creating some momentum.
0-2 is fouled off, and Laurie, as he showed in the first game, a tremendous ability to foul off pitches to prolong at-bats. Four pitches, 4 foul balls in this at-bat. Another 0-2 pitch to Laurie. Nope, for first. Toronto already has 4 hits in this game, and there have also been 2 well-hit balls that Chavez has caught in right field. And another foul ball. 5 consecutive foul balls in this at-bat for Brett Laurie.
Yeah, well, he was doing that to Tommy Hunter as well, just kind of gearing up for fastballs. See the fastballs in and up in the zone. Tommy Hunter able to drop a slider on him. Let's see if Wei-Yin Chen tries to change some speeds here to get Lowry.
And the 0-2 is off the plate, 1-2. Teams have run on Chen on the year. There have been 11 steals against him, and the Orioles have caught only 3. The 1-2 swung on and missed. He got him. Finally with a changeup, and Laurie swings through it. 2 men down.
Real good pitch for Wei-Yin Chen. Great at bat here by Brett Lowry, fouling off a bunch of pitches, but Chen able to win this battle with a nice changeup to finish him up.
Now 2 down. Here's Rajai Davis, who was called out on strikes his first at bat. And he bunts. It's a beauty. Machado lets it roll, hoping it will go foul, and it stays on the grass. There's a bunt single for Rajai Davis. Real good idea. Machado playing back with 2 down, and a perfectly executed bunt.
Well, it really was. Machado back a little bit, not up tight on the grass, and actually gets a pretty good jump on it, but that's about as good as you can place it. And with Davis's speed, Machado just letting it roll, hoping it gets foul, but gets hung up in the grass for the base hit.
So 2 on with 2 out. 4 base runners this inning. And Chen already now has to face Encarnacion for a second time in this game, already having thrown 38 pitches. And there's a strike 0-1. And gets ahead with a changeup. Encarnacion hit it to the bleachers in right center field his first at bat. His 41st home run, now has 105 RBIs. Too tight with a fastball.
Not a bad pitch, though, by Wei-Yin Chen. You get him off the plate with the fastball, and he's been so good all year at being able to knock a hitter off the plate and then doubling up with a fastball in for a strike. See if he tries to do that again here.
Stays inside with a fastball, 2-1. Chen working with a very deliberate pace. He allowed a walk and a homer in the first inning, 4 hits and 2 runs here in the second. Fly ball to right, Chavez in, he was playing deep, and Endy gets there to make the grab, and the inning ends. Jays get a couple more, and Strand 2 mid-second at Camden Yards. Toronto with a 4-0 lead. On left-handed starters, going 25-16, third best record in the American League. Team batting average at .263 with 32 home runs. Adam Jones a .330 average with 6 of his home runs off lefties. Machado has hit well, as has Matt Wieters, who is not in the lineup for Game 2. And going against the struggling left-hander Ricky Romero, who walked the leadoff man in the bottom of the first, then got a double play ball. Well, here's Chris Davis. And a hard hit ball right to the first baseman Gomes, and he'll hustle to the base for the out. So 1 pitch and 1 down in the second. Romero on the year, the second inning has been a disaster for Romero. Opposing hitters have hit .355 against him with 7 home runs, and he has pitched to an ERA in second innings on the year of 10.80.
Ouch.
But he gets an out on 1 pitch.
Yeah, the whole year really been a struggle for Ricky Romero. He has just been battling. Of course, his confidence certainly faltering after such a losing streak here.
Mark Reynolds batting, takes ball 1. He is just 3 for 15 against Romero. Lefties have actually hit Romero better this year than righties. Fooled him on that, and he fouled it off. 27 years old, out of Los Angeles. He was Toronto's first-round pick in 2005 out of Cal State Fullerton. Good eye and taking low as Reynolds. 2 balls and 1 strike. Reynolds was 0 for 3 in the opener, including bouncing into a double play. Off the end of the bat to center field, and Ghost won't be able to get it. There's a base hit. Ghost playing deep to respect the power of Mark Reynolds, and right off the end of the bat, it fell in.
Pretty good pitch from Romero. A little late life on a 2-seam fastball. Mark Reynolds, like you said, right off the end of the bat, finding a hole out in front of Ghost. But that's going to be the key, especially here in the early going. You got to work Romero, either get on base with base on ball or walk. A walk or a base hit, and try to get the power bats up there.
And there's a base hit for Machado, wasting no time. So 2 men on in the second. The Orioles trying to chip back in this early on. College basketball returns to the DMV as Coach John Thompson III leads your Georgetown Hoyas against some of the nation's best at Verizon Center. Be a part of the tradition that is Georgetown basketball by securing your tickets today. For more information, visit GoHoyas.com or call GUHoyas.com or call 202-687-4692. That's GU as in GU Hoyas. Here's Endy Chavez. And there's a strike. Chavez getting a start in game 2. He came on defensively in the opener. Endy was 7 out of 31 on the road trip with 4 RBIs. And he bunts third base. Pretty good one. Laurie picks it up, fires to first to get Chavez for the out. Endy trying to bunt for a base hit, bunted just too hard, and that allowed Laurie to get in and get him.
Yeah, not a bad idea right there by Endy Chavez. Lowry playing in, and Endy a pretty good bunter, but just kind of gets this one off the good part of the bat. Gets out to Lowry a little bit too quick. Able to get him out by a step and a half.
So the runners move up. Nice play by Laurie, being alert. 2 in scoring position, but 2 men down now. And here's Robert Andino. The Orioles need a big 2-out base hit. And fooled on the off-speed pitch and swings through it. Romero on the year has really struggled within the division. His ERA is 6.23 against AL East opponents. And it's low. And that ERA of all of his splits, it's the highest against any division in baseball.
It's a tough division to pitch in. It sure is. Powerhouse, obviously, the Orioles lineup. And Blue Jays haven't had much success against the Orioles this year. Take a look at those numbers. 3-5 with a 6.23 last 10 starts. But yeah, a lot of tough lineups in the East. Loaded with some boppers.
Orioles trying to get on the board here, trailing 4-0. And another swing and a miss. And Andino really having a tough time at the plate. He did not bat in the first game, came on defensively. Robert was just 4 for 24 on the road trip, a 167 clip for Andino. As his hitting coach Jim Presley looks on. Romero gets ahead of him 1-2. Bouncer towards the hole, and it gets through for a base hit. 2 runs will score. Here's Machado behind Reynolds. And the Orioles have cut the lead in half, and they're back in the game. A seeing-eye base hit for Robert Andino.
Yeah, great job by Robert Andino, battling through that at bat, not giving up. Able to find a hole over there, the 5-6 hole. But you look at a team that's down, this ball should not get through the infield. Somebody has to dive and knock that ball down to at least eliminate an extra run from scoring. Fortunately for the Orioles, nobody did. 2 runs score. Robert Andino picking up the base hit and a couple RBIs.
So a 3-hit inning, Andino comes through, and here's Taylor Teagarden batting 9th. Throw to first to Chase Andino.
And his second inning struggles continue for Romero.
There you go. Andino takes off. Teagarden lets him go, and he steals the bag. The pitch was a ball anyway, but Teagarden saw the huge jump Andino got and wisely took the pitch.
It's great to see the aggressiveness with some speed out there. Of course, Nate McLouth has been running the bases, but Robert Andino has great speed. He just hasn't utilized it enough because he could potentially steal, 20 bases. I mean, he runs that good.
His 5th steal on the year. Teagarden, a high chopper towards the mound. Romero has it, turns and fires high, and safe at first base is Teagarden. And the inning continues. Romero knew he had time with the catcher running, and maybe Mike was a little bit too nonchalant.
Well, I agree. I think most players, and pitchers included, when they have to field the ball, they should all have a natural rhythm and not slow themselves down. And it looked like he did. Just take too much time. He ended up throwing high, pulling Gomes off the base, and keep this inning going for the Orioles.
Andino to third, Teagarden to first on the throwing error by Romero. And all of a sudden here, McLouth comes to bat, representing the go-ahead run in the second. And Romero has allowed the crowd to get into this game. And a good swing and a foul ball back, 0-1. McLouth worked a walk leading off in the bottom of the first. Well, the Orioles have done, Mike, what they've needed to do. They answered, now trying to make it an even bigger inning. Tried to time the curveball and swung through it, 0-2.
Romero's best breaking ball right there, bottom of the zone to Nate McLouth. Seeing some flashes of the quality of some of the pitches from Romero. Once again, it just goes back to the command issues and inconsistencies he's had. Orioles able to take advantage of that in this inning. Some good at bats.
John Farrell must think that Taylor Teagarden might take off here because he signaled to Aaron Sebia to tell the middle infielders what he'll do if Teagarden takes off. There's the 0-2, and hit him. And McLouth will take the base, and the bases are loaded. May have hit him in the elbow. Wow, that's the last thing Romero wanted to do on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, this one he just let it go too soon, got away from him. Catches McLouth on the elbow there. And numbed it up a little bit. And Sebia saying, protesting a little bit, thinking he stuck his elbow in there.
Well, Richie Bancells is out to make sure, and here's Bruce Walton, the pitching coach. The bases are loaded now with 2 men down. And Romero, it's his own fault he's not out of the inning. His throwing error prolonged the inning, and he's compounded it by hitting McLouth. So there are the runners, Andino, Teagarden, and McLouth, and Hardy to face Romero. JJ bounced into a double play in the first. And a foul. So the Orioles with the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first, 2 down, and a crazy Camden Yards. And it's low and knocked down by Aaron Sebia.
A good stop right there by J.P. Aaron Sebia. Robert Andino, of course, DeMarlo Hale making him aware of the fact that Romero, with his inconsistencies and command problems, heads up for a wild pitch.
Huge chance early here for the Birds. 1-1 on Hardy. And another foul.
Take a look at Ricky Romero, the opponent average versus the fastball by month. And wow, what an increase here. And it's been high all year. April started off pretty good, but really peaking obviously at 552 in September. So they are getting on to Ricky Romero fastball. Problem is he falls behind and then he has to come with that pitch.
Check swing and it's in the dirt. They appeal. He did not swing. Lance Barrett didn't even wait for Aaron Sebia to ask, and Alfonso Marquez quickly said no swing. So we'll see what Aaron Sebia calls here. This is the big pitch because you don't want to go to 3-2 with the bases loaded. Too many things can happen. 2-2 on Hardy. 2 runs in. Bases loaded. 2 men down. Line drive towards the gap, left center field, and that ball is caught by Anthony Gose, who runs it down. Hardy nailed it, but it hung up long enough for Gose. So the Orioles score 2, Strand 3. New game, 4-2. We head to the third. The nation's largest 4G network, AT&T, rethink possible. Well, there's the Birds vehicle. You know he has a license. He drives himself. Oh, yeah. That's his van out there in the lot.
He's have a big gas pedal. He's got some big feet.
So Wei-Yin Chen now will go back to work to see if he can settle down. 42 pitches to get through the first 2 innings, and the Jays have scored in each. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Orioles nearly came all the way back. Hardy hit that ball well, but Gose was able to run it down.
Yeah, great speed out there from Gose, huh? Closing speed. That ball looked like it was going to be in the gap.
Yunel Escobar will lead off. Yan Gomes and Moises Sierra here in the third. John Farrell with instruction on the bench with Moises Sierra. And Chen misses high, 1-0. Escobar flied out to right field on a nice running catch by Andy Chavez in the first. There's a strike, 1-1. So maybe that inning by the Orioles will get Chen back in this. Fly ball slicing to right. Long run for Chavez. Long run. It bounces foul. And he flips the ball into the crowd. Nice crowd on hand on this Monday night. There's the bird. Posing for pictures in the crowd. Nobody has more fun at the O's games than the bird.
No, he does. Kids love him. Everybody loves the bird.
Because after all, the bird's the word.
I'm not singing tonight, Jim.
Yeah, I heard a rumor you were singing on the road trip. Sorry I missed that. 1-2 on Escobar. Fastball high. Chen is struggling here with his command. He's had some real good pitches, and then there have been pitches like that that completely miss. Off the end of the bat, shallow right, easy play for Andy Chavez. And one down here in the third inning. Well, tickets are still available for the game tomorrow night, 7:05 against the Jays, and tomorrow is also the season's final Ollie's Bargain Night, all presented by Ollie's Bargain Outlet. The upper reserve seats tomorrow are just $9 in advance, so experience the thrill of the playoff push, an affordable night out here at Oriole Park. Order your tickets tonight and save by calling 888-848-BIRD or go online at Orioles.com. Yan Gomes, and he hit him. So Chen hits Gomes, the fifth batter he's hit on the year. So there goes the chance for a clean inning, as Gomes will head down the first. Gomes, the 25-year-old rookie. It's his 39th game with the Jays. Here's Moises Sierra. Strike on the outside corner. Perfect pitch.
Yeah, it was. And you're talking about just some inconsistencies here in the early going. He'll make a quality pitch like that and then miss by a couple feet like he did on Gomes, hitting him in the upper thigh. He's still trying to find that rhythm out there.
And a foul back, and it's 0-2.
Pitch count getting up. 51 pitches already for Wei-Yin Chen.
Sierra singled and scored his first at bat. Falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. And he got him. Chasing the changeup down and away. Huge out for Chen and 2 down.
Nice job throwing that changeup off the fastball. Hit some spots down and away. Looks like it's going to be in that same location, but just enough late movement off the end, getting Sierra to chase. Good pitch by Wei-Yin Chen.
And now he'll face Omar Vizquel with a runner at first and 2 down. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-0. Late on that swing, and he misses. 1-1 the count. And a wave and a swing and a miss. 1-2. You know, it just dawned on me with this age disparity with Vizquel playing at 45 years old. When Manny Machado was born, July 6, 1992, Vizquel had 3.5 seasons of big league time under his belt. 1-2 the count. And it's low, 2-2. That is just another of the many things about baseball that is just tremendous.
Sure is.
Doesn't matter how old you are. If you're 20 like Manny or 45 like Vizquel and you can play, they'll find a spot for you. It's all about winning, regardless of whomever's on the 25-man roster.
Well, the younger players certainly can learn so much from Vizquel. I'm sure he's helped some of the younger players on the Blue Jays.
To Andino, he will flip to Hardy, and that forces Gomes to end the inning, so Chen does not allow a run. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Orioles down by a couple. Sarasota on Florida's Gulf Coast at number1beach.com. Beautiful Sarasota, Siesta Key. The #1 beach in America. And I knew that because I drove by a sign that said that.
There's a lot of excited people down there in Sarasota. Certainly for the Orioles and how well they've been playing this year.
Yeah, right now the Instructional League is going on there. There's the moon overhead. Orioles won the opener 4-1. Trying to come back in this one. Fell behind 4-0. Now it's 4-2. Jones, Davis, and Reynolds against Ricky Romero in the third. And Adam looks over a strike, 0-1. Adam popped up to second base his first at bat. Waves, breaking ball. Trying to time it.
Yeah, Romero took a lot off of that breaking ball. Haven't seen one that slow from him so far in this game. Must have looked like a beach ball coming in there to Adam Jones.
0-2 on Adam. And he doesn't chase. And Seaby is in a good mood. Talking with Adam and Lance Barrett, the home plate umpire. A ball and 2 strikes. Jones leading off in the third. Outside, he checked. They'll appeal, no swing, Alfonso Marquez. So he tried to get him to chase the fastball, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, a little two-seamer tailing away, and Adam Jones able to hold up. Nice call. down there from Alfonso Marquez.
2-2 is bounce foul towards DeMarlo Hale.
Adam Jones wanted that one. Breaking ball that's just spinning up at the top of the zone.
The Blue Jays in no way saw this coming from Ricky Romero, 8-14 coming into this game. In his 3 prior seasons in the big leagues, he won at least 13 games. He had 13, 14, and 15 wins. Ground ball towards the hole. Diving stop by Vizquel. He gets up and throws, and he got him by a step. The 11th-time Gold Glove winner robbing Adam Jones of a base hit and one away.
A pretty impressive play by Omar Vizquel. He's been doing this for a long time in the big leagues and also getting guys out by a half a step. Seems like that's what he's done his whole career. Just has that uncanny time game clock in his head where he knows how to get up and get a player just in time.
Here's Chris Davis. Shift is on once again, and he swings and misses. 0-1. Laurie, the third baseman, is out there in right field. Vizquel shading a bit up the middle, and Gomes right on the line. There's the third baseman. He's in right field. And then it's quickly 0-2. One time I would just, he's not going to do it now with 2 strikes. I'd just love to see Davis push a bunt to third base and take the base hit. Hey, fine. You want to shift on me? Here you go.
Yeah. Keep him honest anyway, right?
And a ground ball through the hole. Laurie over. He gloves, but won't be able to make a play. So despite the shift, Davis gets a single. So we'll call that base hit to right field, even though the third baseman fielded it.
Yeah, Lowry makes the play in the right center field gap. Hard ground ball. You see how far Lowry has to go. And I'll tell you what, even if he gets that throw off, Chris Davis been hustling down the line all year. Probably would have beat that one out.
Well, Chris had a hit in the opener, has a hit here tonight. And here's Mark Reynolds, who singled and scored in the second inning. He got the Orioles rally going with a 1-out single. Tying run at the plate here in the third. And it's low, 1-0. They really play Reynolds to pull the ball, and wisely so, because he is a pull hitter. You see Ghost in center field towards the gap, and Sierra's well over to right center. And hit the outside corner, 1-1. You can get a ball towards the right center gap through there or right down the right field line, but Reynolds rarely goes that way.
Yeah, unless it's 2 strikes or gets fooled on a pitch.
Roller foul.
He's looking to turn and burn and drive a ball out to left center or left field.
Yet, despite that defense, the prior pitch was a fastball on the outside corner.
Well, even so, I think early on in the count, Mark Reynolds has the, he can expand the plate and reach out actually, because he's looking to pull a ball. So a lot of good hitters have that coverage. They're able to get out in front, even on a pitch away.
And he lays off the curve and takes it low, 2-2. Romero asking for a new sign. And it's low, ball 3. Farrell looking on somewhat nervously. Romero was handed a 4-0 lead. The Orioles have 2 of those back. And 1 on with 1 out in the third with a home run hitter at the plate. Ground ball toward short, could be 2. Escobar, second 1. Vizquel back to first. There's 2. So Romero gets another double play, his second in the game, and he gets out of it. Base hit, none left. We'll head to the 4th. 4-2 Toronto. 3 left with the Jays, including this game. Then the Red Sox come to town this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the Orioles head to Tampa for the final 3 games of the regular season against the Rays. Now the Yankees have 3 at Minnesota, including tonight. And the Yankees have a 3-0 lead in the second. Nick Swisher with a 2-run home run in a first-inning rally for New York. Then the Yankees go to Toronto. That's a 4-game series Thursday through Sunday. Then the Yankees go home at a 3-game series with the Red Sox beginning next Monday. The winning percentages of the remaining teams, the Orioles 644, the Yankees 636. Wei-Yin Chen got through the 3rd inning without allowing additional runs, going to work now on 8, 9, and 1.
And that last inning, Wei-Yin Chen appeared to settle in a little bit more, even though he did hit Gomes with a fastball. Had better command of his pitches and a much easier inning for him. First couple innings really struggling, laboring through.
Ground ball towards the hole. There's a base hit. Andino was shading up the middle, and Aaron Seba hit it to the other side. So there's another hit for Toronto. 6th base hit already, and we're just in the 4th inning. Chen has also walked a batter and hit a batter. 8 base runners through 3 innings plus 1 batter. Anthony Ghost, the number 9 batter, drove in a run with a single his first at bat.
Now we've seen his speed, so he's going to be a tough guy to double up as well.
Shows bunt, bunts it. It's a good one. Machado goes to first, so the sacrifice successful. Orioles take the out. Aaron Seba going down to second base with 1 down. Well, it's time now for our AT&T Mobility Trivia Fact. The Orioles clinched their last AL East title against the Blue Jays. It was in Toronto at then Sky Dome, 9-3, September the 24th, 1997. The Orioles' first division title since 1983. Mike Bordick remembers it well.
Oh, it was a good time. It's always fun to celebrate postseason opportunities.
Here's Brett Lawrie, runner at second and 1 down. Chen misses outside, 1-0. Lawrie drew a leadoff walk in the first, came around to score on the Encarnacion home run. He has also struck out. Oh, good hack. Fouled it straight back.
He has taken some great hacks, and I think the fact that he was on the disabled list for so long, he's just not able to get to as many balls as consistently as he'd like. He's fouled off so many good pitches already in the first couple games here.
1-1 on Lawrie. Big runner out there at second base with 1 down.
Aaron Seba really extending the lead.
Ground ball slowly at the short. Hardy will take the sure out at first. And 2 down with Aaron Seba moving up to third base, now with 2 men out. Tickets are still available for the final regular season series of the year. That all gets going on Friday. Orioles and Red Sox in town. And Friday is also this year's last fireworks night. So don't miss your last chance to see that fabulous fireworks show. Get your tickets in advance and save. Just call 888-848-BIRD. Or if you prefer, go online at Orioles.com. Nice crowd on hand here tonight to welcome the Orioles home after a 9-game, 10-day road trip. Here's Rajai Davis. Breaking ball for a strike. Buck Showalter told the press before the game that it felt like they were on the road for a month. They had the long trip out to Oakland to begin the trip. Then 3 more games in Seattle. 2 extra inning games in Seattle, including an 18-inning game. Then an all-night flight arriving 8:30 in the morning on Thursday in Boston for a day off. Everyone's starting their Thursday. They hadn't ended their Wednesday yet. And then
grueling.
3 more games against Boston.
Yeah, a couple time changes there. Yeah, a long road trip.
Off the end of the bat to center field. Jones in on it. And Adam will put it away for the out. So the leadoff single and a man left. We'll enter the bottom of the 4th. O's down by 2. The Blue Jays lead it 4-2. More buckle-up rallies coming up, including tomorrow. Miguel Gonzalez is going to be at the Ollie's Bargain Outlet tomorrow, 11 to noon. 8145 Ritchie Highway in Pasadena. Then on Wednesday, another buckle-up rally at the McCormick World of Flavors, 301 Light Street here in downtown Baltimore from noon until 1. The fans are having a blast at the buckle-up rallies. The Bird will be there. Miguel's going to be there tomorrow. So come on out and have fun with all your fellow Oriole fans. Here's Manny Machado against Romero. Hard hit ball right to Laurie at third, who plays the hop and gets up and gets him. Down on a knee to glove that smash. So Machado has seen 2 pitches, a base hit to center and a smash right at Laurie.
Yeah, nice swing by Manny Machado. Nice play by Lowry, the young third baseman, as well. Taking his eyes right to that ball.
There's Andy Chavez, who laid down a sacrifice bunt his first at bat. Takes ball 1. Neither pitcher has had a 3-up, 3-down inning in this game. Romero has had a pair of 3 batter innings because he's been able to get 2 double plays. The minimum batters that Chen has faced in an inning is 4, although he just had a 9-pitch 4th inning. 2-0 on Chavez, 1 out, nobody on. Off the end of the bat to left field. Davis back on it as a play, and 2 down. Our PNC minor league report brought to you by PNC for the achiever in you. And Ryan Ward, the catcher at Bowie, really finished up strong. Final 10 games, batted .313 with a home run and 3 RBIs, helping the Bay Sox make the playoffs. For the season, the batting average lower than he would have liked, but he only played in 50 games. And he is also on the Orioles Arizona Fall League roster. So a guy with a good arm, good catch and throw guy, and trying to get consistent.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, Brian Ward really made himself known coming into spring training as far as a catch and throw. Guy has handled some great pitchers and comfortably too. A lot of pitchers love to throw to Brian Ward.
And you saw the sign with the distances from the minor league affiliates here to Baltimore, as they're all trying to get on that shuttle, as Manny Machado did. 1-1 on Andino, who drove in the 2 Oriole runs. Fans cheering them on. And it's low. Andino's hit was huge in the second inning because it was a 2-out, 2-run single. Hard hit ball, past Laurie, there's a base hit. That'll be a hit, but that should have been played. He got to it, he did everything but glove it.
Yeah, it was a bullet by Robert Andino. They turned on this ball well, squared it up. He was in a good position. That ball just scooted by him. Didn't even get any leather on it.
We'll wait for the official ruling, and it's not yet been posted, but nonetheless, Andino's on and Teagarden's up. And they have ruled out an error on Brett Laurie. Outside, 1-0. So the second error in the game for Toronto. Managers looking on. All these games so important. And Teagarden fouls it off, 1-1. Taylor reached on an error by Romero. He had a Baltimore chop off the plate that reached Romero, who then turned and threw it away. Andino at first with 2 down. And Teagarden fouls it back. Romero has 50 big league wins. He is 50-43. His 124th big league start. And Dino edging his lead, 1-2 on Teagarden. That is very close to being a balk. He gestures as if he's going to come to the plate and then turns the other way.
Take a look at his move right here. What they're trying to pick up is just his foot as he's stepping 45 degrees towards the bag, pretty close. Robert Andino already with 1 stolen base off Romero, so trying to keep him close over there.
Romero looks a little heavier to me than he's pitched in the past. I don't know if it's just the look of the uniform. They do list him at 220, so it's a big guy, but breaking ball's low, good eye by Teagarden. And he's only 6 feet tall, so 6 feet 220.
Yeah. Strong.
He is 7-3 in his career against the Orioles. And those 7 wins are the most he has against any one single opponent. He won his only start against the Orioles earlier this year. 2-2 is outside, ball 3. Trying to coax the call from Lance Barrett. Teagarden got it.
And not a bad pitch right there from Romero. J.P. Arancibia just trying to settle him down, trying to keep him calm out there. Good pitch. Just move on, make another good pitch.
And Dino goes, and it's fouled back. Robert on the 3-2 pitch with 2 down, taken off. And Dino runs, and it's fouled off again. So Teagarden about to see the 8th pitch in this at-bat. Romero can't put him away. And he was ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Perhaps being so concerned with Andino has hurt his effectiveness pitching to Teagarden. 3-2, check swing, and he went too far. They appeal to third. So an error, man left. We'll go to the 5th. The Blue Jays with a 4-2 lead. to you by Verizon 4G LTE. More 4G LTE coverage than all other carriers combined. And by Antwerpen Auto. When Jack says yes, you pay less. At Antwerpen Hyundai, Nissan, Toyota, and Howard County Auto Park. Visit jacksays.yes.com today. 31,015 on hand here tonight for this Twilight doubleheader. And the fans enjoying it. Birds won the opener 4-1. Trying to come back in this one. Trail 4-0 going to the bottom of the second. Got two back, left the bases loaded. And Wei-Yin Chen has settled down, Mike, from an early rough start.
Yeah, he has. I mean, 66 pitches, but that last inning, pretty good job. Just 9 pitches, as you had mentioned. In the third inning, kind of cruised through that one okay. So nice to see Wei-Yin Chen settling in a little bit, mixing in a few more pitches, keeping the Blue Jays offense a little bit more off balance.
Miguel Gonzalez wants to hit. He'll be in, coach. Breaking ball for a strike to Encarnacion, and it's 0-1. Bouncer towards third. Machado gets a big hop. 2 steps, gets Encarnacion for the out. And 1 down here in the 5th. Mid-Atlantic Sports Report is back tomorrow, 5 until 6:30. Join Rob Long, Mel Anton, and Dave Johnson and Phil Wood. They'll have all your Orioles news as the Orioles continue the push towards the postseason. Tomorrow at 5, Mid-Atlantic Sports Report on MASN. There is an obvious difference in the demeanor of Wei-Yin Chen on the mound from the first 2 innings. Here's Yunel Escobar, who was flied out to right field twice. His pace is better. The pitches have more crispness.
Now, we had talked about him trying to find his rhythm early in the ballgame. Of course, started the ballgame walking Lowry and then giving up that home run to Encarnacion can certainly disrupt your rhythm.
Adam Jones in center field. And 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning. Well, Chen has retired 5 in a row. And 2 outs and nobody on in the 5th for Yan Gomes, who's playing first base tonight. 25 years old, born in Brazil, and then grew up in Miami. And when he began his college baseball career, he went to the University of Tennessee. And while at the University of Tennessee, he was a backup catcher. And he backed up J.P. Arancibia at Tennessee. There's a strike taken, 1-1. And now they're teammates in the big leagues on the Blue Jays. He plays third base, first base, and can also catch. And I guess he got tired of backing up J.P. Arancibia because after 2 years at Tennessee, he left and transferred to Barry University in Miami and went back home. I'm not backing up this guy anymore. I'm out of here. Bounce towards third. In between hop, Machado plays long throw, and he got him. Machado decided to play the back hop, and with that strong arm got him, and Wei-Yin Chen has his first 3-up, 3-down inning. Middle of the 5th at Camden Yards. Birds coming up. The Blue Jays holding a 4-2 lead. second. Orioles got 2 back in the bottom of the second, but Romero got out of a big jam. And hi, everybody. Jim Hunter and Mike Bordick. 9 games left. Orioles won the opener. All these games are huge. The Orioles look up. Yankees have an early lead in Minnesota, but you can feel the electricity in this ballpark with this pennant race baseball.
Oh, you sure can. The crowd has come alive. They've been alive since the first game, and they keep filtering in. Wei-Yin Chen settling down has certainly ignited them. Manny Machado with that great play to end the last inning kept them on their feet. So looking for some offensive help right now.
Buck Showalter had Jake Arrieta warming in the second inning. Wei-Yin Chen struggled early on, but Buck knows his pitchers, and he gave Wei-Yin Chen a chance to find himself, and he has.
He sure did. Last few innings, very good by Wei-Yin Chen. Command of all of his pitches right now, getting ahead with some off-speed pitches, keeping the Blue Jays offense off balance, and having a few quick innings to limit his pitch count, and looking to go a little bit deeper in this ballgame.
And Nate McLouth leads off and takes ball 1. Top of the order here against Ricky Romero. Hardy on deck, then Adam Jones. High fly ball left field. He got a lot of it. Back it goes at the wall. It's good! And it's a 1-run game. McLouth goes deep the opposite way. Number 5 as an Oriole, and it's 4-3. And we remind you of the record when the Orioles homer, 75 wins.
Another good swing by Nate McLouth, and just shows his potential off left-handed pitchers. Boy, keeping that front shoulder in and driving this ball to left field. I mean, that is a bomb the opposite way. Cooler air, too. You really have to hit it, and Nate McLouth did.
In the meantime, Romero gets quickly ahead of Hardy, 0-2. And Nate had a 2-hit first game. He's 1 for 1 in this one with a walk and a hit by pitch. Romero staying out there. McLouth came into this doubleheader 1 for his last 15, and he has 3 hits. And Hardy down on strikes, breaking ball down and in. Aaron Sebia has to play at the first, and he does, 1 down. So getting ahead of Hardy, Ricky Romero able to get in the chase that breaking ball for the out.
Probably his best breaking ball of the night, really tight and hard down in the zone to induce J.J. Hardy to swing.
Well, the home run allowed by Romero, the 21st on the year, and now it's a 1-run game. Adam Jones, he is 0 for 2. And he takes low, 1-0. Adam has popped up to second and grounded out to second. Robbed of a base hit, actually, by Vizquel. Oriole Bird making friends. Line drive, base hit to right field. That ball heads to the corner. Adam Jones rounding first. He heads for 2. Sierra plays it back in, and Adam Jones has a 1-out double. What a good piece of hitting there by Adam Jones. Romero staying outside, not wanting to give him something to pull for power. And Adam says, thank you very much, I'll take it.
Yeah, he stays on that and drives it to right field. And he's lucky he didn't get it elevated, or that would have been up and over the flag court out there. But look at Adam Jones hustling in the second base. What he's done all year keeps the fire going here for the Orioles offense. 38th double of the year.
So Romero has allowed the tying run to get to second, and because Jones is at second, Davis bats without the shift. Popped them up. Foul ground by third. Laurie's over hoping for a play, and he runs out of room. And Davis just got a break. That looked like for sure it was going to stay in for Laurie, and it faded out.
It did, and even if it's about 2 feet closer, Laurie, the way he plays, would probably dove up into the stands to try to make the play. Fortunately, just enough out of the reach.
Chris last hit a home run on September 14th, 10 days ago. Good hack, and he fouled it back. Down in the count, 0-2.
Consistently staying in on Chris Davis. Don't want him to get his arms extended, but he is getting closer and closer to those inside pitches. Just missed right there.
His last home run was in the first game in Oakland on the last road trip. 0-2 the count. And he got him. Ball gets away. Davis can run, doesn't realize it. Jones gets to third, and Davis is out. Chris Davis did not realize that he could run. It was a check swing for strike 3, and it got away from Aaron Sebia. Jones takes third, but Davis, by not running, gave Aaron Sebia time to recover and get him.
Yeah, this ball bounced quite a ways away from Aaron Sebia, and would have put a lot more pressure on the defense there. And JP Arencibia had enough time to settle in and make that quick throw to first base, or put that extra pressure on. There might have been problems with Adam Jones coming around third base.
So Davis is out. Tying run Jones at third. And here is Mark Reynolds. Breaking ball is low. And as we just saw with that ball that struck out Davis, Romero is susceptible to the wild pitch. That was his 8th. So with the tying run at third, what will Aaron Sebia do? Will he call the pitch he thinks he can get the out and risk it bouncing by him?
No, he's not going to do it early, although he just bounced the pitch right there to Mark Reynolds. So obviously maybe just sticking with the game plan, trying to do some swing and misses, but I wouldn't count on it until 2 strikes.
Fastball looked like Mark was fooled by it, expecting something other than that.
Sometimes Aaron Sebia doesn't want the ball down, but Romero has been so inconsistent with holding on to that changeup a little bit too long, and even his breaking ball, that he's been bouncing him in the early part of this game.
Base hit will tie it. Breaking ball for a strike in the outside corner. Reynolds thought it was outside.
Take a look at the pitch right here. A breaking ball from Romero starts off in that lefty's batter's box and stays in the left-hander's batter's box. That is a ball.
Our Kia Pitch Track brought to you by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit kia.com. Went out there again and missed. 2-2. Reynolds has had so many of those kind of calls go against him this year, where the ball's on the chalk in the other batter's box, yet the umpire calls it a strike.
Yeah. Sometimes that leads to slumps, and I know the first half of the season, Mark ended up expanding the zone quite a bit because of a lot of those calls.
Outside, ball 3. You got to give him credit. So now, what do you do? Aaron Sebia goes out to talk to him. Buck Showalter's club was down 4-0. It's now 4-3. And the tying run is at third with 2 men down.
Well, you see how careful they're pitching Mark Reynolds because of that power potential. So I wouldn't think he was going to challenge him here with the open base.
3-2 with 2 down. And it's high, ball 4. Romero started walking to the dugout. He thought he had a strike. You have to respect Mark Reynolds and his knowledge of the strike zone. He will swing and miss. He will strike out. But he knows what a strike is and really knows how to work the count.
He sure does. I mean, his walks have been up all year. So he has awareness of the strike zone. And to be able to lay off all of those pitches that were about the same location as the one that was called a strike. Very good job by Mark Reynolds. And Ricky Romero picks up another walk here, now leading the league with 101.
First and third, 2 down for Machado. And it's low, 1-0. Jim Presley and Buck Showalter looking on. Manny has singled and bounced out hard to third. He's hit the ball hard twice. 2 on, 2 out. And it's low, ball 2, blocked by Aaron Sebia.
Yeah, still taking chances. I mean, Aaron Sebia does not want those balls down in the dirt, but he just can't find the command of that changeup. He can't find the release point. Holding on to it a little bit too long. Pretty lucky. Rose didn't pick one up there. Nice block by Aaron Sebia.
And the Jays are fortunate where that ball landed because Reynolds did not attempt to go to second. Otherwise, there'd be 2 in scoring position.
Yeah.
2-0. Too high, ball 3. That one nearly hit him. 3-0 on Machado, 2 on and 2 down. Line down the line and foul. He got the green light on 3-0 and he nearly hit it to the corner.
Well, that's how you get after it, 3-0. You get the green light, 3-0. You better not get jammed. You get the hat out. Manny Machado did right there.
Now, DeMarlo Hale just came halfway down the line and flashed signs to Machado and Reynolds. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Reynolds runs in this situation. He does not. And it's low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Second walk in the inning, third in the game. Bruce Walton and John Farrell looking over the matchups. And Walton's going to come out and talk to Romero. Chavez did not have an at-bat against Romero before tonight. So for a second time in this game, the Orioles have loaded the bases. They loaded the bases in the second after scoring 2 runs and after 2 men were down. And they have loaded the bases here with 2 men down, looking for a big hit. Jones, Reynolds, and Machado with Endy Chavez facing Romero. 4-3 game. Too tight, 1-0. Mike Bordick told you about the command issues Romero's had on the year. He has averaged 5 walks per 9 innings. In this game, he has walked 3 and he's hit a batter. Slow roller towards first. Tough play. The race is on. Romero picks it up and tags out Chavez, and he gets out of it. And the Orioles, for a second time in this game, leave the bases loaded. But Nate McLouth, leading off the inning, goes the opposite way, his 5th home run, and it's a 1-run game through 5. action. It's game 3 of the 4-game series against the Blue Jays. Joe Saunders will be on the mound against lefty Aaron Laffey. Our coverage on MASN 2 HD begins at 6:30 with O's Extra presented by Jeep, and then game coverage at 7 o'clock. We've got all the access you need right here on MASN.
Yeah, Joe Saunders, the veteran left-hander, as the Orioles are in pursuit of their postseason bid here. 2-2 on the year with a 3.48 earned run average against Aaron Laffey. 3-6, so another high earned run average for the Blue Jays staff. Should be a good matchup, though. Sign. How about them O's, huh? How about them O's? How about Wei-Yin Chen settling in right now? Pitching a pretty good ball game, keeping his team in. Didn't look too good after the first couple innings. He certainly pitched much better here in the middle part of the game.
Well, he had a 9-pitch fourth and an 8-pitch fifth inning. And he misses inside to Sierra, 1-0. The Orioles have left 7 men on in this game so far, and twice have left the bases loaded. High fly to left. That ball has carry. McLeod back on it. That ball's going to go. Sierra gets that run right back. And it's 5-3 in favor of Toronto. That is a huge run. And Buck Showalter immediately on the phone to the bullpen.
Young hitter Sierra certainly has power. This is a changeup that stays out over the middle of the plate, and he just drops the head on it.
Fastball for a strike to Omar Vizquel. Jake Arrieta is going to get loose again. Second time he's up in this game. So the Orioles got within 1, and Chen gives it right back. And there's a base hit blooped in the right field. So Vizquel has a 2-hit night. Well, Romero's ability to get out of 2 bases loaded jams right now is the difference in this game. Unfortunately for the Orioles, each time they loaded the bases, it came with 2 men down, so he needed to get just the 1 out. But he got it.
He did. He made the pitch when he needed to. Right now, Rick Adair coming out. More so to give Jake Arrieta some time out in the bullpen to get loose, but Wei-Yin Chen, a couple pitches, the changeup stayed in the middle of the plate, and that one to Vizquel, a little breaking ball that hung up and out over, gave Vizquel a chance to get the bat head on the ball, just flares it out over second base.
So Arrieta getting loose, of course. This is a new situation for Jake. A former starting pitcher now working in the pen. Pitch count up to 78. 1 on, none down here in the 6th inning. Aaron Sebia has a perfect night. Sac fly and a base hit. Throw to first to Chase Vizquel. And a pop foul back out of play. Omar Vizquel, by the way, with that base hit, has now tied Mel Ott, a Hall of Famer, 40th all time, 2,876 hits. He came in 2 shy, and he's 2 for 3. Good off-speed pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 on Aaron Sebia. Chen and the Birds trailing here 5-3 in the 6th inning. Yeah, it's high, 1-2. He wouldn't chase it.
trying to change that eye level now. Probably look for a changeup, maybe down and away from Chen. It's been a really effective pitch for him. Maybe induce a ground ball. J.P. Arancibia stayed down in the zone, though.
Yankees have a 4-0 lead in Minnesota in the 5th. And the 1-2 is hit to right field. There's another base hit. This on a 1-2 pitch. Vizquel will easily go to third. And on at first with a base hit, his second is Arancibia. And Buck Showalter's on his way to the mound. So Arrieta now will have to come into the game inheriting 2 base runners, as the Orioles already down by 2. And Toronto has 2 on with nobody out. So Chen leaves, Arrieta comes on. 5-3 Jays in the 6th.
Pretty rough, but he worked his way through, had a few good innings in there. Nice pitch you see right there, strikeout on Sierra, but Sierra did eventually get to him. He leaves the ball game 5 innings, a couple hits here going into the 6th, but 9 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Kind of labored through for Wei-Yin Chen. Kept his team in the ball game, gave a couple extra runs up here, that home run by Sierra, but Jake Arrieta on in now. Of course, a starter at the beginning of the year, sent down to AAA and come back and working out of the bullpen, a couple stints, and done a nice job making his adjustments pretty well. You'll see some changes in his delivery as he's cleaned it up, taking a lot of the movement out of it. Still quality pitcher, quality stuff. We'll see how he attacks hitters coming out of the bullpen. See if he follows suit to Brian Madison, Tommy Hunter, limiting some pitches, not going to the full arsenal, just being more aggressive.
Real tough spot here for Arrieta. Anthony goes with 1st and 3rd and nobody out. And a run in on the home run. Down and in, 1-0. Of course, Arrieta has strikeout ability. Goes is 1 for 1. He has an RBI single. He's also laid down a sacrifice bunt. Foul back, ball and a strike. Vizquel is at 3rd. He singled after the home run by Sierra. Arancibia is on at 1st. He singled to right field on a 1-2 pitch. So 2 on with none out. Arrieta last worked Saturday at Fenway. He allowed 2 runs in 2 innings. 1-1 is low. Nice scoop there by Teagarden.
Great block by Taylor Teagarden. Wanted that pitch away. And that pitch cut across the plate. Moved his feet really well to get in front, prevent a run from scoring.
Fastball right there for a strike, 2-2.
Good live fastball here from Jake Arrieta, 95 miles an hour, a little bit of movement.
So 2-2 the count. Big pitch here. The 2-2. And he got him! He came in off speed and froze Goes. A huge out for Arrieta and one away.
Goes in the back of his mind thinking about that 95 mile an hour fastball. Great tight rotation. Nice call from Taylor Teagarden to freeze Goes up. See him, just a pair of shoes, knees buckle a little bit. Frustrated.
So now a double play can get Arrieta and the O's out of the inning. Here's Laurie. Fastball right there for a strike, 0-1. Laurie walked leading off the game and scored. He has since struck out and grounded out. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Couple good fastballs back to back by Jake Arrieta. Just enough movement to keep it off the bat.
Nothing in 2 on Brett Laurie. Foul tip. Just got a piece.
Got a piece of the bat and then got a piece of Teagarden. A good fastball, good location inside. Ooh, Taylor.
Home plate umpire Lance Barrett is going to walk away to give Taylor a moment or two to regain his composure. Teagarden checking the bench. Nothing in 2 on Laurie. Breaking ball just missed.
Yeah, that's a really good breaking ball right there. Pretty close pitch. Surprised Lowry even took it. Right on the outside corner. That's a great pitch by Jake Arrieta.
Yeah, it looked like Barrett reacted to where the ball was caught, not where it went through the strike zone. So 1-2 the count. Struck him out. A swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Arrieta and 2 men down.
A real good pitch by Jake Arrieta. Some little cutter, 91 miles an hour, down and away. Good pitch.
So now with the right-hander on, John Farrell goes to his bench and he'll send up Colby Rasmus to get the left-handed batter up. Rasmus started in the first game and was 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Arrieta out away from getting out of it. There's a strike.
And there's a lot of life on that fastball. 95, 96 miles an hour. Almost caught Taylor Teagarden on the thumb right there with that late action.
Oh, 0-1. Runners first and third. 2 men down now. Swing and a miss. On their feet yet again at Camden Yards. 0-2. And he struck him out. A breaking ball that Rasmus couldn't reach. What a job by Arrieta. He strikes out Goes. He strikes out Laurie and gets Rasmus to end it, stranding 2. So the Blue Jays settle for a run. There was Goes. There was Laurie. There was Rasmus. The home run drives in a run. It's a 5-3 game.
Highlights the first inning. Edwin Encarnacion delivers a 2-run home run off Wei-Yin Chen, but Robert Andino answers back in the second, driving in a couple runs. And then the 5th inning, Nate McLeod gets the O's 1 run closer with that solo shot from Moises Sierra. That's a big home run in the 6th inning to knock Wei-Yin Chen out of the ball game.
Here's Andino leading off in the 6th. Defensive changes behind Romero. Rasmus stays in the game in center, moving Ghost to left. So Rajay Davis out of the game. Outside, 2-0. Andino has singled the drive in 2 runs, and he's reached on an error. He's also stolen a base. So the Orioles are down by 2. 6th inning. Arrieta, fabulous job stranding 2 runners. Bound and a base hit down the line past Laurie. Andino's hustling around. He'll hit for 2. Here's the throw from Ghost. He is safe for the double.
Robert Andino staying hot, swinging the bat well here, getting that double down the line. See him turning on this pitch, finding that hole and then hustling on into second base. Ghost opens up, I think, the wrong way and allows Robert Andino to get in there pretty easily. 13th double on the season. Good job, Robert Andino, sparking a little rally here. 6th.
Brad Lincoln getting loose. One of 13 relievers in that Toronto bullpen. Here's Teagarden. Fastball's high, 1-0. It's amazing in this game that Romero has walked 3 and he's hit a batter, and none of those base runners have scored.
You're right. It is amazing.
You're living on the edge.
He's been in trouble the whole game, though.
Ball 2, down and in. And the Orioles are really doing a good job of being patient. And Sebia out for a chat. 1 for 5 for the Birds with runners in scoring position. 7 men left on base. As they left the bases loaded twice in this game and stranded Andino in the 4th. 2-0 on Teagarden. Andino at second. Ball 3. Hey, if you're Teagarden here, you might want to take 2.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown he could throw a strike.
Yeah.
And Dino, a leadoff double. He's at second. Strike in the outside corner. Romero living on the edge, still has the lead. Tying run is at the plate in the 6th inning. Line drive, right field. That ball's going to fall for a base hit. And Dino had to wait to make sure it would get in there, so he gets to third. Here come the Orioles. First and third, the corners are covered, and nobody down. And a real good job of base running there by Andino, Mike, to make sure that ball fell in.
Oh, that's right. You certainly don't want to kill a rally by making a bad base running decision. Take a look at this base hit here. We'll cut her up in the zone. Teagarden gets to it, drops in, finds a hole. Watch Robert Andino with this read, making sure, and then okay, just cruise on into third base safely. Keep this rally going.
So Andino to third, Teagarden on at first. And here is Nate McLouth. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. McLouth homered his last at bat. 100 pitches now for Romero. Breaking ball is low, and again, Mike, there's the patience.
Very good patience. Started him off with a breaking ball, backs it up, trying to induce a swing, but Nate McLouth not budging.
Nate has been on base all 3 times after getting 2 hits in the opener. Ball 3. Or excuse me, ball 2. Here's his home run, his last at bat.
Yeah, got a fastball out over the plate. Drove it. Look at that. Last 8 games, 333 with a couple home runs. He smokes this ball to left field. And easy going opposite way, especially as the air cools down.
2-1 the count on him. And a roller foul, 2-2. And Dino at third, Teagarden at first. With a 2-run lead, the Blue Jays have their infield playing for a double play. They'll gladly let a run score if they can get 2 outs. 2-2. Outside, ball 3.
Great patience by Nate McLouth.
John Farrell can't believe what he's seeing here. His team at one point had a 4-0 lead. The 3-2 is low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Well, that's just a great at bat by Nate. Saw a lot of pitches, kept his patience, threw a huge walk.
And here comes John Farrell, and that's going to do it for Ricky Romero. The Orioles, for a 3rd time in this game, have loaded the bases. Will this be the time they're able to strike through? So Romero leaves. Pitching change in Baltimore. Birds down by 2, but have the bases loaded and nobody out.
labored through. He was in jams all night, able to make some pitches, but 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 4 walks, got him in trouble, 3 strikeouts, 105 pitches. Really going deep on a lot of batters, got himself in the jams, and he is certainly in one right now, and that's why Brad Lincoln comes out, try to save the day for him here. Brad Lincoln, 24 innings, 19 strikeouts, 9 base on balls. Lefty's hitting 209, righty's 346, but he is a power pitcher, hard throwing right-hander. Pumps out around 96 miles an hour as a curveball and a split finger, but much like Romero, the command has been a problem with Lincoln, so patient approach is advised.
Well, he'll face J.J. Hardy with 3 inherited runners on, and Lincoln on Saturday allowed 6 earned runs in relief at Tampa Bay. There are the runners, 3rd to 1st. And here's Hardy batting for a 2nd time with the bases loaded. Line drive left field, base hit for J.J. Hardy. Andino scores. Teagarden will be held. The throw gets away, but backed up by Aaron Sevilla. It is a 1-run game. Hardy didn't wait. He was looking fastball and got it.
He did indeed get a fastball down at the bottom of the zone. J.J. Hardy staying on it. Lincoln pretty lucky he didn't get this one elevated. J.J. Hardy smoked it. Make a read out there at second base, so unable to score because that ball was hanging up, thinking Ghost might make a play out there. So bases still remain loaded. J.J. Hardy with the RBI single.
And here is Mr. Jones. Still nobody out. The tying run at 3rd, the go-ahead run at 2nd. None down in the 6th. And a foul on a big sweeping breaking ball. Real good call there by Aaron Sevilla. You knew Adam was looking fastball because Hardy got one. And instead he throws the slow breaking ball.
Yeah, well, he got pretty lucky because that one hung up on the zone. Just enough bite at the end to get it off the bat head, though.
Jim Thome looking on the Orioles bench. Arrieta got out of the jam top half of this inning. Camden Yards ready to explode. Foul slicing the other way, and it's 0-2 on Jones.
Andino getting that rally started with the leadoff double.
The fastest runner on base is the middle runner, McLeod, at second. And that works in the Orioles' favor because he's the go-ahead run. Teagarden, McLeod, and Hardy. Markakis and the Birds trying to come all the way back. 0-2 on Jones. And he takes outside. Adam has 5 hits already in the doubleheader. 4 for 4 in the first game. And he's 1 for 3 with a double here in the second game. One and 2. Check swing. Wow, has he matured as a hitter.
He sure has. It's a good call right there. Slider down and away. We'll take a look at Adam Jones. He wants it, but he is able to hold up indeed.
John Farrell yelling at Alfonso Marquez. That wasn't even close to being a swing.
No, as a manager, though, you got to put some pressure on him. You want one of these calls to go his way. They've been scuffling.
2-2 on Jones. Check swing, and that time he went too far. So Jones is down on strikes and 1 away. And Lincoln stayed out there and finally got Jones to chase.
Take a look. The first pitch, that slider, good one to hit, just misses it. Fastball away, good location. Just missing off the outside corner, and then he's going to the hard sliders down and away, and finally gets Adam Jones to bite on the last one.
So here is Chris Davis. Only one down, but now a double play could end the inning. High fly ball to left field. Tagging is Teagarden. Ghost moving in on it. There's the catch. Here comes Teagarden. Here comes the throw. He is out at the plate. And the Orioles denied the tying run. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they settle for one run as Teagarden is gunned down at the plate to end the inning. For the achiever in you, Tom and Rick standing by. They'll break down not only this game, but a further look back at the first game of the doubleheader. You'll hear the skipper's post-game press conference, player interviews from the clubhouse, and more. Those extra post-game presented by PNC following the game. Well, Teagarden gave it all he had, but he couldn't beat the throw to the plate as Davis hit that ball, and unfortunately for the Orioles, Goes was able to come in on the ball and have his momentum going to the plate. And a perfect throw got him. It had to be a perfect throw, and it was.
Yeah, well, they made that defensive switch, and they moved Ghost over to left field, and he has a cannon out there. Did create that momentum, like you said. Perfect throw to get Teagarden.
Arrieta stays on 1-0 on Encarnacion. He misses outside, ball 2. So amazingly enough, as much as Romero labored, he is still the pitcher of record on the plus side in this game. In the meantime, Arrieta has fallen behind 3-0. Being careful with Encarnacion. There's a strike, 3-1. The key at bat for Lincoln as well was being able to strike out Adam Jones, because he was able to get an out without the ball being put in play. So the Orioles didn't even have a chance to try to send Teagarden from third. And then the fly ball that looked like it might be a sac fly, but Teagarden gunned down at the plate. So it's still 5-4 Toronto.
You saw Adam Jones out there still shaking his head about that. Frustrated still.
3-2 is ripped down the right field line, slicing back and foul. The crowd is exhausted, and there's still 3 innings left. 3 times the Orioles have loaded the bases in this game, and in those rallies they've scored just 1 run. 3-2 is outside, ball 4. So there's a leadoff walk. Encarnacion leading off with a 7th inning walk as Arrieta being patient with him. Say, is your name Brooks? Well, we know many fans throughout Birdland have a first or middle name of Brooks, named after Mr. Oriole himself. And now you can win 2 tickets to Saturday's Brooks Robinson Orioles Legend Celebration Series game, as well as special access to the sculpture unveiling by entering the Is Your Name Brooks sweepstakes at Orioles.com/Brooks. 5 lucky winners will be chosen to represent all of the Brookses throughout Birdland. Now, the contest ends tomorrow night at midnight. Get online, Orioles.com/Brooks. Hard hit ball, base hit, left center field. Escobar on. McLeod cuts it off to keep Encarnacion at second. So after 3 consecutive strikeouts to strand 2 runners in the 6th, Arrieta has allowed a walk and a single in the 7th. Adam Lind is going to come off the bench and pinch hit for Gomes to get a lefty up there. So Lind will pitch hit for Yan Gomes. And Zach Phillips beginning to look like he might have got his cleat caught in the rubber there.
Well, I think he forgot to make his first warm-up pitch with the baseball.
5-4 game in the 7th. First 2 have reached. And a foul back out of play. Here's the 0-1, and it's in the dirt, blocked by Teagarden.
Another good block by Taylor. Take Arrieta. Arrieta hangs on to that one a little bit too long down in the dirt.
Two on, none out. And a hard hit ball, base hit left field. He just served it the other way, and here come the Jays. So Arrieta has allowed Toronto to load the bases with nobody out.
Buck Showalter giving instruction of what he wants done with the ball. The corners coming home, making sure there's communication out there.
Moises Sierra has had a good night. Foul back. There is one left-handed batter remaining on the Toronto bench. That's Kelly Johnson, who started the first game at second base, did not start this game. The other 3 hitters left on the bench are right-handed. Foul back, 0-2. So Arrieta way ahead of Sierra. No balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get him to chase, and he checked in time. So 1-2, and a nice block by Teagarden.
Sure was. Great block by Taylor. Huge situation, too.
A leadoff walk as Arrieta was pitching around. It looked like Encarnacion, but then 2 singles have followed, so the base is loaded and nobody out. Here's the 1-2. High, wouldn't chase again. 2-2. Showalter looking on, as is John Farrell. And a slow roller towards first. Reynolds comes home and out at the plate. And a bang-bang play is Encarnacion. What a heads-up play by Reynolds. He knew he was going to get just 1 out, and he cuts off the run. Outstanding play and decision by Reynolds.
It sure was. Great reaction by Mark Reynolds. Of course, base runner right in front of him as well, Lynn. So he's got to do some fancy footwork here to get himself in a good position. The ball is just chopped down. Nice job. What a great release by Mark Reynolds. Take a look at it right here. Ball hits his glove and boom. Quick snap throw. Nice play by Mark Reynolds.
And a nice stretch by Teagarden because that was a force. He just needed to catch it. So here's Vizquel. Popped up. Infield fly will be called. Hardy's there. 2 men down. Escobar bluffed at third, and Hardy threw back to the plate. So 2 outs, and the Orioles are an out away from getting out of it.
Pretty impressive here if Jake Arrieta can get out of this jam. Did a great job the last inning with 3 consecutive punch outs. This jam he brought on himself and he's done a super job to get to this point.
Here's Aaron Sebia, who's got a perfect night going. Bases loaded, 2 down. Strike 1. Maybe that's what Jake needed, the adrenaline.
I don't think he wanted that. No.
Last inning came on, first and third, nobody out, got out of it. He loads the bases, now 2 men down. Outside, that breaking ball too far off the plate, 1-1. And he missed. Looked like he tried to get a little bit more on that, and it sailed out of the zone. 2-1. Arrieta trying to get out of this jam. High fly ball to left. Back on it is McLeod at the wall, and it's gone. It is a grand slam for Aaron Sebia and a 9-4 Toronto lead. Wow. He fell behind him and left one out over the plate, and Aaron Sebia didn't miss.
No, he didn't. Slider here from Jake Arrieta stays up and out over the plate. Get it elevated. It's a danger zone. JP Aaron Sebia doesn't miss it.
So now the Orioles trail by 5. The Blue Jays have their biggest lead in the game. And here is Anthony Goes. Strike 1. And he put himself in a corner by falling behind, and Aaron Sebia able to look for it. So the Orioles got 1 run in the 6th, left the 2 men on as Teagarden was gunned down at the plate when they were trying to tie. And Arrieta not only gives it right back, he gives up a grand slam. Foul off the foot of Goes. And a ball and 2 strikes.
Take a look at this foul ball off Gose's foot. The aggressive foot cut right off the top of the foot.
And the 1-2, and he got him. But the damage is done as Aaron Sebia hits the grand slam. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Fly straight, drink responsibly. The bases, got 2 outs, couldn't get the 3rd, and these fans are somewhat disappointed at the moment as the Orioles have been trying to come back from an early 4-0 deficit, and just like that, once again, it's a 5-run deficit.
Yeah, well, the Orioles have had opportunities throughout this ball game as well. Had the bases loaded 3 times. Of course, the Blue Jays that last inning able to get the bases loaded themselves, and they did not miss a mistake from Jake Arrieta. J.P. Sebia hits that hanging slider and delivers it out over left field for that grand slam. But hey, it's not over, and the Orioles have some thumpers themselves.
So the Orioles have loaded the bases in this game 3 separate times, and they've been able to score only 1 run in those 3 innings. And right now, that is a huge difference in the game. Adam Lynn stays in the game at first base. And here's Mark Reynolds. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Reynolds is 1 for 2. He's also walked. And the breaking pitch is low as Lincoln misses. Machado on deck, then Endy Chavez. Strike on a breaking ball.
Mark Reynolds didn't really like that breaking ball as it started off inside. Kind of locked Mark up. Once again, a pitch that appears to be off the plate inside. Mark Reynolds not getting the favor of the call from Lance Barrett, excuse me.
And he gets Reynolds. Foul tip held by Aaron Sebia. And 1 away.
There's a fastball. This challenges Reynolds after that big breaking ball. Able to sneak it by him on the inner third. Aaron Loop now up in the Blue Jays bullpen.
Manny Machado, 1 out of 2 plus a walk. Breaking ball for a strike. Orioles have left 9 men on in this game, twice the bases loaded, and another runner being thrown out at the plate. Lind in foul ground. Machado's out and 2 men down. And Ricky Romero, the beneficiary of all this offense his team has given him. He allowed 4 runs in 5 very shaky innings, but right now he stands to win. Consoling Jake Arrieta on the bench for Kader. He was that close getting out of it.
Sure was. Really worked well to try to just a pitch away really from getting himself out of that huge jam.
Chavez jumps out of the way. One and one on Chavez, who was 0 for 2. He's also laid down a sacrifice bunt. Strike on the outside corner.
Questionable calls here in this inning. That one appeared to be low, running out of the zone.
Pedro Strop getting loose. And he got him. Chavez down on strikes. Endy's had a tough night. He's 0 for 3. And the Orioles go 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the 8th. 9-4 Toronto. And another $100 for each strikeout the Orioles record in the game. And so far in the game tonight, there have been 7 strikeouts, so Fred has already won $1,200 from the Maryland Lottery. For all the latest information on new games, current promotions, and second chance contests, visit mdlottery.com today.
Oh, Pedro Strop coming on in relief. Pedro, of course, well known that he's been struggling here recently, but threw pretty well up in Boston. Did end up giving up an earned run, but velocity good, location pretty good. Trying to get some work here in this ball game. Try to get him back on top because he is going to be so important as the Orioles finish up this season.
Here's Brett Laurie, the leadoff man. Rasmussen and Encarnacion to follow. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. And a bouncer foul up into the crowd. And it's 0-2. Well, Pedro Strop has had his struggles. And you go back to August 18th. 1-0, but his earned run average 7.50 in the 16 games, allowing runs in 7 of the 16, but he gets a strikeout of Laurie here leading off in the 8th.
Yeah, made short work of it there. 3 pitches. Just looking for Pedro Strope's confidence to come back after being hit around a little bit.
Colby Rasmus, who pinch hit in the 6th and struck out. He's in Rajai Davis's spot. Davis was 1 out of 3. Fastball's high, 1-0. And a line of foul, 1-1 on Colby Rasmus. Pedro last worked Saturday in Boston. He allowed a run, which allowed Boston to tie it in the 8th inning. Breaking ball for a strike. Orioles are hoping he'll just find that form.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's far off, to be honest with you. I think he went into a rough stretch. He had problems against the Yankees a couple times, and that kind of got into his confidence a little bit. But still has a great live fastball, 96, 97 miles an hour with that sharp slider. Still can be very effective, and certainly a huge part of the Orioles' success. Him and Jim Johnson, the back end of the bullpen.
Outside, ball 3. Well, the Blue Jays in this game have taken a page from the Orioles by utilizing the long ball. John Farrell's team has 3 home runs. 7 of the 9 runs in this game have come in on the homers. 3-2 is popped up, shallow right. Chavez was deep, long run in. And Endy gets there, and he has it, 2 down. Fans, don't miss the final regular season game at Oriole Park. This Sunday, Boston will be in town. 1:35 is the first pitch. And the first 20,000 fans receive a J.J. Hardy bobblehead presented by AT&T. Now, this is the bobblehead that was voted on by the fans. So make sure you add J.J. to your collection. Tickets are available, but they're going fast. Call 888-848-BIRD or go online, Orioles.com.
Be a good bobblehead. J.J. Hardy, probably the front runner for the Gold Glove this year. And playing a spectacular defense, certainly a power hitting shortstop as well, with 21 home runs.
Fastball painted the outside corner for a strike. And a fastball for a strike. And he's coming right at Encarnacion. 2-run home run in the first. He has since grounded out twice and walked. And that one bounces in there. Two outs, nobody on. 2-2 on Encarnacion. Too high with a breaking ball, ball 3. The Blue Jays have gone down 3 up, 3 down in this game only once. That was Chen's final inning, or final full inning in the 5th. Chen did start the 6th. 3-2, grounded towards the middle. There's a base hit. So Stroke got the first 2. He can't get Encarnacion. And the Blue Jays get another base hit, their 13th. Time for you to text in your vote for the AT&T Player of the Game. Here are the candidates. Robert Andino, who has a 2-run single plus a double. Nate McLeod, who has homered and reached base all 4 times. or JP Arancibia, who has a 5 RBI night, 3 hits and a sac fly. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 31826. Yunel Escobar. And a chopper foul. Escobar singled his last at-bat as that rally quietly got going. A walk and 2 singles, then the force out at the plate. Then a pop up to short, and then the grand slam. That ball off the fists and back out of play.
I ran that one in nicely. Escobar, 96, up and in.
And a stroke ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
The Orioles certainly aren't taking anybody lightly coming down the stretch here. But it just shows you the danger of teams. I mean, Toronto certainly been scuffling and on a slide. But they have dangerous hitters. JP Arancibia certainly has power. A lot of guys in that lineup. A lot of danger there. You make mistakes, and they're going to make you pay. So you still have to be on top of your game and peak focus.
Another 0-2 pitch is fouled. It bounced up and hit Escobar in the box. Chen's 1 walk scored. Arrieta's 1 walk scored. Because Sierra forced Encarnacion at the plate, then stayed on base, so that walk essentially became the force play. And 7 runs on 3 home runs. And another foul ball. Five foul balls in this at bat. And a bouncer towards Hardy at short. He'll have to go to first, and he gets him. A 2-out single and 1 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th as Stroke gets out of it. Blue Jays with a 9-4 lead. Contribute $50 to support the American Heart Association Heart Walk. To date, the Orioles have drawn 463 walks for a total of $23,150. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and a more active lifestyle. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pedro Strop allowed a single but no runs top half. And here comes Aaron Loop, third pitcher used by John Farrell.
Aaron Loop comes in, another one of the pitchers that has really had an opportunity to do in large part to a lot of the injuries that the Blue Jays pitching staff has had. 27 innings this year. Nice job. Look at the lefties, 173. Righties a tick better, 286, but pitches from that first base side of the rubber and comes out of a 3/4 almost sidearm slot, so very difficult for lefties to hit off him.
Robert Andino will lead off, then Teagarden and McLouth are due. Fastball's too tight, 1-0. Orioles down by 5, have 6 outs to play with. Ball 2. And Andino, as he should, takes a strike. Loop worked yesterday in Tampa, 2/3 of an inning. He had 1 strikeout, no base runners allowed. Ball 3, too tight.
There you go. Orioles aren't going to give up. Get a couple guys on, and they've had that home run potential all year, especially late inning heroics, so you never know. A couple of guys on, pop one out.
Bouncer towards third. Laurie backs up to play the hop. Long throw is high, but Lynn comes down on the base. And Dino's out and 1 away. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Orioles and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Since Hardy's RBI single, with the bases loaded and nobody down in the 6th, and Dino scored on that, the other runners were held. Since that base hit, the Blue Jays have retired 7 straight Orioles. Well, 6 plus the play at the plate for the 7 outs. Too tight on Teagarden, 2-0. Adam Jones cheering on Teagarden. There's a strike at the knees, 2-1.
Taylor didn't like that one, questioning it, whether it was down.
Late on the swing, 2-2. And he popped him up. Lind at first base calls. And 2 down in the Oriole 8th inning. Here's Nate McLouth, who's had a good game, perfect game in fact. He has walked twice, he has been hit by a pitch, and he has homered. He also had 2 hits in the opening game. And he takes low, ball 2.
Well, you can see why he's so tough on lefties. As he sets up way over on the first base side of the rubber. It almost looks like he's starting behind Nate McLouth. And then with that sidearm delivery, man.
Ball's behind, 3-0. And Nate taken all the way, and there's a strike.
Well, Luke very effective against lefties. Take a look. He's already starting way over on that first base side, but that sidearm delivery and how far over he finishes. Well, you got to really have some confidence to keep that front side in as a left-handed hitter against a pitcher like Luke.
Zach Phillips getting loose to work the ninth. And right to Laurie at third. He's got it. And the Orioles go 3 up and 3 down. So Aaron Luke comes on as a strong inning. We'll head to the ninth at Camden Yards. The Blue Jays with a 9-4 lead. Is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by Dodge. See your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to dodge.com and check out our powerful lineup. Number 8 retired for Cal Ripken Jr. As we head to the ninth, and here is Zach Phillips coming on, the fourth pitcher used by Buck Showalter.
Yeah, Zach Phillips coming in to get some work, try to get the Orioles offense back in there. Been in 5 games this year, 7.20 earned run average, a few walks and a few strikeouts. This will be a good opportunity for him to get that earned run average down a little bit. Lefty's hitting .455 off Zach. Righty's a lot lower at 182.
Well, since rejoining the team when the AAA season ended, he has been in 4 games and he has allowed runs in 2 of the 4. And he hasn't pitched in a week. His last game appearance was last Monday in Seattle. Adam Lynn's second at bat, a pinch single in the 7th. And there's a strike. Oh, good pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Sure was. Zach Phillips, of course, we had talked about the competition, or Rick Adair was talking about the competition of the Orioles pitching staff just amongst themselves, and it all started down in spring training, and Zach Phillips was one of the top candidates going against Troy Patton as a lefty out of the bullpen. You know, he didn't end up making the team out of spring training, but certainly a lefty that they had been watching all year and had a couple opportunities through the course of the year. And here he is again with a chance to prove that he belongs in the major leagues. And look at Troy Patton down there.
And he got him. Perfect pitch on the outside corner, 1 away in the 9th.
Sure was. Great breaking ball here. Nice call by Taylor. Paint right on the outside corner.
Dylan Bundy out there in the bullpen sitting with Zach Britton. Moises Sierra takes ball 1. Sierra's 2 out of 4, including a home run. He has scored 3 runs in this game. Doesn't reach the changeup. 1-1 the count on him. Same pitch, got the same result. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, why not try it again? He's swinging at it.
And he got him. Came back with a fastball. So back-to-back Ks, 2 down in the 9th.
Sierra a little over-aggressive that whole at bat, chasing a couple changeups, and then Phillips says, "Hey, take a look at this one." A fastball up at his eyes, and he can't lay off that one either.
Now 2 down, Omar Vizquel now, 2 out of 4. Right to Hardy at short, plays the bouncer to his left, and he gets it across to get Vizquel. So Phillips, a real strong 3 up, 3 down. Here we go, bottom of the 9th coming up. Casey Jansen will come on. The Orioles come to bat, last chance, trailing by 5.
For a season, the Orioles have lived by the home run, and tonight, Toronto's living by the home run in the second half.
No, it was Wei-Yin Chen who just had a rough night again. He's not really pitching all that well, gave up a couple big home runs. The Orioles have been on an uphill battle this entire game, but don't count them out yet because it's been that kind of season. They're coming back.
The Orioles did win the first game of the doubleheader by a score of 4-1. We'll come back and talk about both games when O's Extra Post game begins shortly. Jim?
All right, Tom and Rick, thank you so much. So here we go, bottom of the 9th. Fans are hanging in there, 31,015 for the doubleheader on this Monday night. And here is Casey Jansen, who has worked as the closer for Toronto, coming in to get an inning of work. He hasn't pitched since Friday.
Yeah, 20 saves on the year now. He's pretty versatile for the Jays. Got all the pitches, fastball, cutter, slider, curveball, and change. Isn't afraid to throw them all. Real good opponent batting out against lefties, 168. Righties not much better, just 212. Real good, always around the plate. Can cut it, sink it. Pretty much mixes up all of his pitches. Very aggressive in the zone.
Well, the Orioles have Hardy, Jones, and Davis coming up. Hardy singled with the bases loaded in the 6th. That got Andino in and made it 5-4. Ball 1 outside. Orioles need base runners. And a strike taken by Hardy, 1-1.
See why he's so effective. Little herky-jerky kind of action out there on the mound. Works fast, always kind of moving.
Foul back on the screen, a ball and 2 strikes on Hardy. Eight in a row have been retired by Toronto. And a base hit down the right field line. Past Adam Lynn. Hardy will pull up and stop and settle for a single. Hardy never goes that way. He surprised Lynn, and he's on leading off in the ninth. Here's an update for the voting on the AT&T Player of the Game, and Robert Andino is leading Nate McLeod and JP Arancibia in a close vote. Still time to vote, A, B, or C to 31826. And Tom and Rick will have the results coming up on O's Extra Postgame. Adam Jones is 1 out of 4. He struck out with the bases loaded and nobody down in the 6th inning. Outside corner called strike.
Well, as Rick Dempsey said, hey, the Orioles aren't out of it until that last out. Nice job of hitting by J.J. Hardy to get this inning started. Now coming through the heart of the order.
Right. Inside. Bobby Korecki and David Carpenter are getting loose. John Farrell not taking any chances. Bouncer towards the middle, base hit for Adam Jones. That sounded like it hit home plate, and it still made it up the middle. So the first 2 reach.
Good job, Adam Jones, by finding a hole up the middle.
So the Orioles get the first 2 on. Casey Jansen encouraging them now to try to come back.
There's some weapons sitting in that dugout as well. Of course, Jim Thome, Matt Wieters.
Mike made a good point about the part of the lineup coming up here in the 9th inning, with the number 2 batter Hardy leading off. Here's Chris Davis. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. Three for 11 for Toronto, 3 for 9 for the Orioles. Orioles have left 9 men on base, twice have left the bases loaded. Foul back on the screen. Chris down, no balls and 2 strikes. Back-to-back singles to begin the 9th inning. Hardy at second, Jones at first. Orioles down by 5, trying to have a dramatic 9th inning comeback. Outside, and Davis doesn't chase. Showalter and Nick Markakis looking on. One and 2 on Davis. Inside, 2-2.
Keep working, keep putting good quality at bats up there. You just never know what could happen. Chris Davis working a good at bat right now.
Jim Presley talking with Manny Machado, who's hoping for a chance this inning. Line drive, center field, that'll fall, base hit. Hardy's being held. Rasmus bobbles the ball, but Hardy had already stopped. 3 consecutive singles to begin the 9th inning. The tying run is now on deck, which means in a 9-4 game, this is now a save situation if John Farrell went to the bullpen.
Yeah, well, nice at bat by Chris Davis right there. See little bobble out in center field, but not trying to push it too much over there. DeMarlo Hale holding up J.J. Hardy, but another good at bat by Chris Davis. Gets a little spinning slider up over the plate. Serves one out there to center field. Now the pressure once again back on the Blue Jays.
And the fans who hung around are now back into it. Oakland and Texas are tied 4-4 in the 8th in Arlington. Yes, we're scoreboard watching. Here's Reynolds. Ground ball towards short. This could be 2. Second one, back to first. There's a double play. A run scores, but the Orioles now down to their final out. Reynolds' second time tonight, he has bounced into a double play. Well, it's 9-5. If that changes the entire inning. Reynolds upset. Here's Manny Machado trying to keep it going. Takes a strike. Reynolds trying to be aggressive there, going after the first pitch. But he hit it right to Escobar.
Yeah, just hit the wrong part of the bat. The bottom half instead of the top half instead of the bottom.
Swing and a miss at a big off-speed pitch. Breaking ball. 0-2 on Machado. Orioles down to their final strike. Yeah, Machado's down on strikes and the ball game is over. And the Blue Jays rally back to split this doubleheader as Casey Janssen got himself into a jam but got himself out of the jam. And the grand slam by Aaron Sebia in the 7th inning. The backbreaker in this game. We hope you can join us tomorrow. More O's action. Game 3 of the 4-game series against Toronto. Joe Saunders for the O's, Aaron Laffey for the Jays. Our coverage on Masson 2 begins at 6:30. With O's Extra presented by Jeep, and then game coverage at 7 o'clock. For Mike Bordick and our entire hardworking crew, Jim Hunter, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Blue Jays win the back game 9-5 after the Orioles won the opener 4-1. Tonight's telecast and Masson presentation, Tom and Rick, O's Extra comes your way right now.